So, back for another Believe in Boyt, and this time we are going to be using a SILVALLY team. So, apologies for not uploading for the last week. I did just start my first teaching job, and I forgot how little free time I had. So, I wasn't able to have time to record any YouTube videos, and because of that as well, I did just ask on Twitter as well, I do need to cut back slightly on videos to be able to actually get videos up on time. So I did ask on my Twitter whether it would be better to do 5 videos once every weekday with just 1 battle, or 3 videos in the weekdays with 2 battles, and people seem to prefer the 2 battles, so we'll go with that for now. But of course, this is going to be my first Series 6 battle, I believe, on the ladder, and there is already a thwacky, so people just cannot let go. So for this one, I'm pretty sure that Clefable or Oranguru is going to be the play. Because I'm... Actually, no. SILVALLY could be exploding on the Porygon Z. And that is kind of the point, but I'm a bit scared of the Porygon Z. Explosion does look good, though. I'm going to go Explosion, because that's the entire point. But then it can be faked out. Awkward. No, I think I need to go Clefable for this one. And then I will go Delmise. Yeah, I don't think I want to bring SILVALLY to this one. Because if they lead Thwacky Porygon Z, that could be very bad. And I have Protect on Clefable and Oranguru, so then that would be okay. And then it's between Berserker and Explode, I think. Because I'm going hard Trick Room here. I'm going to go Explode. And we will see how this one goes, and whether I could have just led off with SILVALLY instead. So the team does look like it'll lose if I get Trick Room up, hopefully. But then they do have their own Clefable. There's a Z, so that's definitely a Porygon Z. And there is Thwacky, so I am very content that I did not lead with the SILVALLY, because Fake Out into SILVALLY would have been pretty bad. Oranguru might be able to survive, to be fair. But I haven't made it the most specially bulky. Maybe that's something I should have done, but I will just double Protect on this first turn. So there's surely going to be a Fake Out and a Max Strike. Already using up their max turns, which is very good for me. And then next turn, I just get to go for a Follow Me Trick Room, and I should be sorted. They are going to break my Sash on the Clefable if they go for Max Strike into that, but if they don't, then that's also fine. So there's nothing really that can go too bad this turn. Yeah, it was just a Fake Out, and then surely a Max Strike or Darkness to try and KO the Oranguru. And if it's into Oranguru, which it is, I'll learn if it would have KO'd. That would have KO'd, so maybe something to keep in mind for an Oranguru spread in the future would be Porygon Z. It would make a lot of sense in Series 6, but this is a very basic Oranguru spread. But now this is just Follow Me in Trick Room, and I can't see a way that that gets stopped. Don't know why I went the long way round for both of those moves, but here we are. So even if they taunt, that's not so bad. I will just miss the Explosion next turn. If they double up into the Clefable, that's even better, because I can just go into Delmise or Explode and just start attacking. The only awkward thing is that Oranguru should be underspeeding the Explode, I think. So I think I just had them both as min speed. But there's the Max Strike, that'll bring me down to my Sash. And there's not a Grassy Glide. So it could be something like a Taunt or a U-turn. U-turn would make sense. It's a Swords Dance. Interesting. Well, that makes my Foul Play a bit more effective, which is quite nice. And I do get my Trick Room. I am also especially slow right now. So I'm going to go for a foul play and a Misty Explosion here. Misty Explosion being one of the new moves. Doesn't matter that terrain's not up. Like, it will still do a chunk of damage, but it's mainly to sacrifice the Clefable to get the Trick Room Sweeper in. So I've got Moonblast as well, so I can just go on the offensive with Clefable if I needed to. But if I want my... Because he should Grass Glide KO the Clefable anyway, but he's not. Okay. So with this foul play, that did absolutely nothing. EVO-Lite is very strong. But Misty Explosion. This has been my first time seeing it in-game. Not bad. Got my Telepathy on Oranguru, so I won't be affected by the Misty Explosion. It won't do too much. That's reasonable. Reasonable. That's definitely going to put the PZ into Boom Burst range, which is going to be nice. And they Swords Dance again. Ooh, so I think that means I need to go into Delmise this turn, because I'll be able to resist. But Max Strike actually... No, Max Strike's... Oh, I'm going to go into both of them, actually, so that's not so bad. And we'll have to see if Exploud is able to survive a +4 Grassy Glide. It will be close. It will definitely be close. Do I even want to Dynamax the Exploud just to make sure of that? Because I'll sacrifice my specs effectively, but Exploud would then definitely survive. The main issue is that I don't trust Anchor Shot, even though I probably should trust Anchor Shot to KO the PZ. Like, I feel like Exploud will live, because it's only a Thwacky. So I'm going to still Dynamax the Delmise. I'm going to go for Steel Spike into the PZ, and I'm going to believe in my Exploud and go for a Boom Burst. And I have made this Exploud not scrappy, because I was originally scrappy, but then I realised I would not be able to Boom Burst next to my Delmise very safely. So, believe in Exploud to survive. If it was a Rillaboom, I would not be confident in the slightest and would have definitely Dynamaxed my Exploud. But it is just a Thwacky. Famous last words. It's just a Thwacky. Well then. It is just a Thwacky. So I should have Dynamaxed my Exploud. I am eating my words. Interesting. That must have been pretty close. I know it's +4, but still, it's a Thwacky. Well, Delmise is going to have to 1v4. Which it definitely could do. There's only 3 turns of... no, 2 turns of Trick Room, though, so it's going to have to attack out of Trick Room once. And that's not what I want to see in the slightest, because that gets to attack me with Brave Bird. But I have got Steel Spike. I'm going to go for Steel Spike again into the Thwacky, because Talonflame will have to break its own Gale Wings to be able to do damage to me. So I don't need to damage it this turn, because Brave Bird now has broken the Gale Wings. Steel Spike will KO the Thwacky. I'll get another defense boost, and then it will depend on what the final Pokemon is. So we will have to see. Because this is going to be pretty close. Like, I've got +2 defense, so I'm not as concerned about the Talonflame now. So it depends what the last Pokemon will be. Primarina. So if the Primarina has Protect, I will lose. So I need to play effectively as if the Primarina does not have Protect. Because if they Protect here, they will Protect and be able to just Moonblast me. So, you know, I couldn't do anything here. Because Moonblast would have been a KO from this range. They had Protect on both, so regardless, it wouldn't have mattered in this case. So Apparently, I need to respect Thwacky just a little bit more. While I'm taking this time to lose, I'm going to look up that calc now. Because I am curious about that. Because Exploud definitely has reasonable bulk. +4 in grassy terrain. Oh, wow. No, I was not respecting Thwacky in the slightest. That does like 130. Wow. Yeah, definitely should have Dynamaxed Exploud. But now, there is not too much to be done. I'll survive the Brave Bird, but, you know, won't be able to survive the follow-up. And that, to be fair, that did a lot of damage to the Primarina. See, I told you I would live. I would kill myself to Life Orb Recall anyway, but yeah, not the greatest of starts. Absolutely need to respect Thwacky a little bit more, it seems. So if I'd have Dynamaxed Exploud, I'd have still been able to take 2 KOs there, and I'd have still had 2 turns of Trick Room. So they wouldn't have been able to protect on both. I'd have had to hit a Power Whip on Primarina, which is one of the main reasons why I wanted to Dynamax the Delmice to take away accuracy stuff, but yeah, not the greatest of starts there. Need to respect Thwacky a bit more. Back down into 8. It's been a while. It's definitely been a while since I've been number 8 on Great Ball. Oh, it's a Mushana. That's interesting. So it looks like they want Trick Room as well. Well, I've got no ghosts, so I'm going to lead SILVALLY and Oranguru. And then I can go with Exploud as well for boom bursting stuff. Clefable is good against the Scrafty and the Goodra. So even though I'm not leading Clefable, it can definitely still come in the back. Delmice is very strong though. And would be my best way through the Mushana. And we'll still be able to hit the Goodra very hard as well. Yeah, I think I do want a physical attacker between Berserker and Delmice for the Goodra. Berserker is reasonable. I'm going to bring Delmice again. Because I'm bringing Exploud, I want to be boom bursting as much as I can. As you can tell, this team is very much a boom team. Like with the Explosion on SILVALLY, Boom Burst on Exploud, Misty Explosion on Clefable. But they want Trick Room as well, really, with this team. Or they don't. They want a Shell Smash. So I'm going to go for Explosion Trick Room here. I don't want them getting out of hand with a Shell Smash. Like, Cloyster will take this Explosion pretty well because of Friend Guard and its monstrous defense. But that's not so bad. I don't know if the Clefairy will take it. If it does, it's going to be super low. It does, okay. Yeah, I did think the Cloyster would take it as well. And it is just a Shell Smash, that's fine. Because now I just go into Exploud and 1 Boom Burst is a KO. And the nice thing here as well is that I'm going to be able to... It's just White Herb, okay. The nice thing here is because... I probably need to look into this for the future matches to put my Oranguru faster than my Exploud so that I could be able to Boom Burst properly. But I'm going to be able to Boom Burst here, and the next turn I'm going to be able to double Boom Burst. So this is very good. For now, I can't instruct because my Exploud is faster, so that was an oversight in my team building. But I will just go for Boom Burst and Foul Play, and next turn I will double Boom Burst. Yeah, just to follow me. Sing could have been pretty bad there. But now... Foul Play. Will that KO the Clefairy? Okay, fair enough. I didn't think it would, but... And it didn't, okay. So I thought the critical hit was necessary for a KO, but it didn't even KO, so... That's pretty cool. I think that was my first time seeing Boom Burst as well. But now I am in a absolutely fantastic position. Okay, Gudra, that makes sense. Delmice can clean that up, and then whatever's next to it definitely does not take 2 Boom Bursts. But the problem is that it's a Scrafty that can click Fake Out. And it could be slower than Exploud as well. Okay, a little bit awkward. I don't want to switch into Delmice. With the Exploud. I'm going to switch with the Oranguru instead. Definitely faking out the Exploud. But can they KO with a Wyrmwind? We will have to see. Maybe a slight mistake switching in on a Wyrmwind, because then my Delmice takes an attack drop for no reason, when I could have just let Oranguru take it. But, oh, I could have just... He did not respect Instruct in the slightest. That's definitely Assault Vest on Scrafty, but... Okay, they did just close combat into Exploud. Okay, there was very little respect for Instruct Boom Burst there. Now my Delmice is going to take a lot of damage. Not as much damage, it's just an ooze. Okay. Okay then. So Scrafty's definitely in range of whatever I want to go for with Delmice. But the problem is, if I Dynamax, then I can't Instruct. And then Oranguru becomes a bit useless. But if I don't Dynamax, he can KO my Delmice. So I think I do have to. Now, how much do I believe in Delmice? Because he's taken a defense drop. If I go for Foul Play and Phantasm into the Scrafty, I'm going to believe in Delmice here, because that would be the most optimal if this combination KOs the Scrafty, because I'll get the defense drop on the Gudra. And Delmice is very strong. Because he's like, I wouldn't go for this if he hadn't close combated, but because he close combated, I'm gonna believe in the Delmice. Okay, my belief was warranted. Very good. Now, hopefully, there's no fire move coming out from the Gudra. If there is, I probably don't take it because of the ooze. And that Foul Play was reasonable, Chip. And it's just another ooze. That is perfectly fine. It's into Oranguru as well, so that's good. I'm feeling a lot more confident in this match now. Okay, so let's go for another Foul Play. And another Phantasm. Just gonna double check that it's not Overgrowth, because Overgrowth would be terrible. And this with a defense drop should be enough to KO anyway. Very good, very good. So Delmice cleaning up in that endgame. That didn't matter, so... Yeah, I guess the lesson to be learned from here is that I should definitely still be respecting Thwackey. That was a good double Sword Dance, to be fair, but I did need to Dynamax my Exploud there. But didn't want to get rid of the choice specs, and had a bit more faith in Exploud than I probably should have done. But, lesson learned.